Yes, hello, Minky here with another video. I wanted to talk to you about the difference between a shape and its essence. Maybe you remember from a far, long gone math class that there is something like a triangle, but there is not something like the perfect triangle. Remember that? That the teacher was trying to explain that every triangle has little deviations from the idea of a triangle, but then all triangles in the world will derive from that perfect shape. Remember that? Something like that? Well, I love to talk to you about the difference between these essences, these ideas of perfection, these perfect ideas, and shapes, tangible shapes. Because I think there is a problem. There is a problem with the two, because I think the problem is that we try to learn and teach tangible stuff. And why do we do that? Obviously, because it is easier to teach and easier to learn. And we like the quick win, we like the quick benefit. So I rather have somebody explain me how to move my hand or not to move my hand when I make a video, because I can apply it right away and I can see the results of my efforts. And there you go, me appreciating what was taught. But yeah, obviously that doesn't always work, because we like, this is my hypothesis, because we like teaching and learning tangible things so much better than we like to learn the essence of something, or are able to use the essence of to learn the essence of something, or maybe it is we are more willing to take the time to learn the essence of something because we do that, not so much, and rather learn the tangible stuff and teach the tangible stuff. So for example, now you might think that this video is too long, and it probably is. I mean, I'm not very good at all this, so it probably is too long. But then, would you be willing to go through the essence? Go to the essence? Because if I would just give the essence like a one sentence short video, you probably don't get it. I don't get it across. I mean, all presentation courses and storytelling courses and all that, they teach you that you have to apply pedagogical strategies to get something across. And that is never just give the essence. There's always more to it in order to teach it, and also the other way around in order to learn it. So I think that the time needed to learn the essence of something is often discarded as not important enough or something like that. It's often discarded, and we rather take the tangible stuff. I think you agree with this. I think you get that. But the problem is that we do not only get a very superficial learning culture in our lives, in our organizations, on the internet. We do not actually learn, we just copy. I mean, you probably heard this. You probably heard this phrase that you should say, I hear you, in a conversation, right? When somebody's been trying to tell you something, then you should say something like, I hear you, as an expression of understanding. And then the conversation would be better, right? You probably have had this lesson somehow. Or here it is. But listen, that simple expression, just saying the words, I hear you, is supposed to be an expression of understanding. It is not that you understand because you say these words, right? I've been told by many people that they hear me, but they don't. I can feel that. I can see that. It's just an example. But the more we use like these simple shapes, like I hear you, the more empty these words become. Because if somebody uses these words, I only get suspicious. Like, what do you hear then? What is it that you try to understand? We do not get the essence of things. We rather get the shapes. And it's a very, 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 very powerful thing to do, to practice. To practice to distinguish the essences of the shapes. I mean, suppose you alter strategy. For example, you try to build a following online or something, and you try to do it with Instagram Live. Possible, you know, many people do it, maybe you do it too. And then you, after trying a few times, you give up. Oh no, you don't give up. You say you tried and you find out that it doesn't work. That's not giving up, that's something else. Of course that's giving up. But you just use these stories you tell yourself as a shape to cover up the essence of giving up. Or it's the other way around. You keep beating yourself up for giving up things too easily, and you had a good reason to stop go live on Instagram or giving Facebook lives or whatever it is that you ended doing. And it wasn't giving up, but you just ended for good reasons. And then you still tell yourself that you gave up, and you beat yourself up because you gave up again. You see? That is really, really, really important. I mean, I know that not everybody has cultivating their mind as their highest priority in life. And I guess that is, for me as a philosopher, a painful fact I have to deal with. And I think that is okay. I'm doing okay in accepting that. But if you don't, you let your mind paralyze you. If you, for example, do not take to heart this distinction between lessons and essences and shapes, you're not willing to practice that distinction in your mind, to see the distinction, to see what is the shape and what is the essence. It looks like this, but what is it? If you're not willing to practice that, you allow yourself to be confused all the time. You allow mind box to dominate your mind and therefore your life. God. And then obviously we have to ask this question. What is the essence of this video? And is it just a video? Is that just a shape, or is it something else? To be honest, I don't know. We know the shape. But what is it? I don't know.